From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, and this week we are celebrating the holiday season with Chicago's Classical Blast. The band returns to Studio A this week to play songs from their new album, Whiter Shade of Winter. The band has become known for their signature and seamless mashups, where they combine classical and holiday music with everything from Metallica to Buffalo Springfield. We'll talk with Classical Blast about their mashups and about their new Christmas album. It's coming up on a special edition of Sessions from Studio A, right after these headlines from NPR.
Said the night went to the little lamb. Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb.
This is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, and our guest this week is Classical Blast, joining us for a special holiday celebration. They have a new Christmas album out now called Whiter Shade of Winter that we'll talk about later on with the band. Let's start off with one from that album recorded live right here in Studio A. This is Do You Hear What I Hear and For What It's Worth by Classical Blast.
Something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I've got to beware. It's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Said the night went to the little lamb. Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb. Do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite. With a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere, listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. All right, we're going to do Wonder Child. This is a combination of Wonderwall with What Child Is This? What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? Whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. All the roads we have to walk all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. So this is Christ the King, the shepherd's guard. Such mean estate where ox and ass are feeding. Could Christians fear for sinners here? The silent word is pleading that all the roads we have to walk are winding. There are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Nail spear shall pierce him through, the cross reborn for me, for you. Bring him incense, gold and myrrh. Come, peasant king, to own him. The King of Kings, salvation brings. The love and hearts enthroned.
This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard Classical Blasts. Classical Blast back again for another holiday show with us here in Studio A. So Classical Blast, thanks so much for coming out once again.
Our pleasure.
Good to be here.
I want to get right into talking about this new album you're putting out. We have some copies right in front of us here. Whiter Shade of Winter. Tell us about the new album.
This is actually our second Christmas album. It was surprising to me that we were going to do another one, but we started with Darker Side of the Yule, and now we're on, what is it called? Whiter Shade of Winter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had some new arrangements, and people were asking for a recording of it, so we threw it together this summer.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I see the little theme there. I didn't quite catch at first between, Darker Side of the Yule, and now we're on the Whiter Shade of Winter. I like that.
Mm-hmm. You'd think that a Whiter Shade of Winter would be a happier album, but it's equally dark.
Well, tell us a little bit about the making of this album. Where was this recorded, produced? Where did you go to record it?
We recorded it in the same place we did last time for Dark Side of the Yule. It's a studio in Northbrook called Dr. Caw, and Craig Williams is our producer. And we're pretty happy with the last couple albums. We've done them all there. So we did Whiter Shade of Winter there too.
And so for folks who didn't hear the other shows with you guys too, we should mention, a little bit about your style here. And you are playing some really fun mashup arrangements here. I'm curious about how you choose these songs for the mashups and a little bit about the work that goes into making the arrangements.
Yeah, well, we're a rock band, and we have strings in our band. So we all have backgrounds of arranging or composing, writing songs. So we all kind of collaborate together. Each song's a little bit different, but usually we come in with an idea of one song, and then oftentimes someone else will say, hey, this Christmas song or this classical song will work well with that, and then we'll get together for a rehearsal and kind of work it out. But we also write songs too, so we have some original tunes on this album as well.
And I'm not sure how intentional it is that we don't use much electric guitar, but our string section, these two
That's
here.
lead.
We're the guitars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
Violin and cello, they have effects on their stuff, and they definitely can bring the energy of like a powerful electric guitar, and it sounds
Totally.
pretty rock and roll.
Yeah, we
It's fun.
definitely would not have been able to pull off that Metallica song without them.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
And it's so fun to play that riff on the violin, I must say.
Yeah, you don't think that's going to work as well as it does, and then you hear it, and it's like, oh my gosh. But, and then we've got, the cello played through a wah pedal, not something you hear every day there, Tom.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they call me Wah Wah Ma.
That's going to stick.
Nice. Anyone else want to add anything about the process of choosing these pieces for the mashups?
I think that everyone kind of has a say in this stuff. Bill and Barb they pull the most legwork. Barb does a lot of lyrics. Bill does a ton of arrangements. But we all get a say, and when we get together, we all have our 2 cents to throw in.
Yeah, I think not always, but a lot of the time I'll come up with an idea and then take it to everybody else. I'm not a full-time musician, so I have musical training, but I really rely on them to make sure the arrangements that is in my head actually comes out the way I think it should, and they always make it way better. It's the way it should be.
Certainly collaborative, yes.
Classical Blast, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. We'll be right back after the short break with more from their live performance and more from my talk with the band. Find their new album, Whiter Shade of Winter, out now on all streaming services. And you can find more from Classical Blast, including some dates for upcoming shows this holiday season. That's over at classicalblast.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more here on Sessions from Studio A.
Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little there.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A. We're hearing live recordings this hour from Classical Blast, and later on we'll play a few from their new Christmas album, Whiter Shade of Winter. The band is known for their unique mashup arrangements, combining traditional and classical music with rock classics. You'll definitely know at least one part from this next one. This is how Classical Blast does Amazing Grace for the holidays.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now
this far, and grace will lead me home. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
This is an original song of ours called Pray For Me.
Stockings hang in a row, but the embers aglow as the cider is warmed by the hearth. While the fire burns bright, takes the chill off the night. It won't melt the ice from my heart. Since you left me that way on a cold winter's day, I should find a car to see, benedictions to give me. Though the saints will never cease to pray for me, bring me peace. Tarnished memories made, empty dreams slowly fade. Nothing left but the sad eulogy. Now my life's filled with doubt, all the light has gone out. Angels falling from my Christmas tree. Since you left me that way on a cold winter's day, I should find a car to see, benedictions to give me. Though the saints will never cease to pray for me, bring me peace. Since you left me this way on a cold winter's day, with this strange melody and there's no remedy, I should find a car to see, benedictions to give me. So the saints will never cease to pray for me, bring me peace. Pray for me. Bring me peace.
Classical Blast, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A. That one was an original song from the band called Pray For Me, and before that we heard their mashup of Amazing Grace, Gloria, and House of the Rising Sun. Let's hear again from my interview with the band. I asked them to tell us a little bit about those last two songs we heard. Amazing Grace and then Gloria. But this is almost a triple mashup because it was Amazing Grace, but House of the Rising
Right.
Sun melody. So that was a pretty interesting one. Tell us a little bit about the Amazing Grace Gloria mashup.
Yeah, that one's evolved quite a bit over time. We've done many different variations of that one, but yeah, this latest one I think is my favorite.
Yeah, we got to work with our good friend, I call him Dirty Dan. What's his real last name, Barb?
Buck.
Buck.
Dirty Dan Buck, actually.
He has a history with the song, and it's great to hear how he comes in with G-L-O-R-I-A. I can't do it the way he does.
pretty
but,
good.
It's all right.
Good impression.
Dave's a good speller.
Yeah.
Another one I wanted to ask about was the original composition you played here today, Pray For Me.
Well, Bill wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics. And on the Dark Side of You album, the singer that was in Classical Blast at the time decided to leave before the album came out, and we had actually recorded it with him, but the whole album. But we decided that it didn't really make sense for us to release an album with someone who's no longer in the band. So we ended up going back to the studio and re-recording most of the songs with guest singers. And a lot of them were pretty well known. In fact, Stephanie, who was not in the band at the time, sings on 2 or 3 songs on the album as well. But on Pray For Me, we invited Wayne Baker Brooks. And he sang the song on the album, and it was just, he did a great job.
The
So,
blues legend.
yes,
Yeah.
Lonnie Brooks' son.
Son of Lonnie Brooks, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty collaborative process with the arranging.
And usually, like, I'll write a new piece of music and I'll think it's perfect for Classical Blast. And then I'll play it for Barb and she'll just say, no. And then, like, just recently, I wrote something that I didn't even think about it being right for Classical Blast, and she heard it and instantly, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no winning. Yeah.
Well, and I think that's what's special about this group is that we've played with each other enough that we can be vulnerable with that. We can bring ideas and be okay with, shooting it down or developing it or setting it aside for another time. But yeah, I think we work really well together in
Yeah,
that way.
there's some true friendship here for sure.
On a cold winter's day, I stood
We are talking with Classical Blast this hour on Sessions from Studio A. And before that, we heard them play that mashup of Gloria and Amazing Grace live in Studio A, and that original song, Pray For Me. Classical Blast is Stephanie Koklis on lead vocals and guitar, Bill Sinar on bass, Hannah K. Watson playing violin and on vocals, Tom Culver on cello, and Dave Kelly on the drums. You can find their music streaming everywhere and pick up a copy of their new album, Whiter Shade of Winter, over on their website, classicalblast.com. Stick around, we'll be right back after the short break with more music here on Sessions from Studio A.
tarnished memories made, empty dreams slowly fade. Nothing left.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A with Classical Blast. Let's get right back into the music with some from their new album, Whiter Shade of Winter. You can find the album out streaming everywhere and on the band's website, classicalblast.com. Here's another one of their unique mashup arrangements. This one's the traditional folk song Greensleeves, mixed with Nights in White Satin. It's Classical Blast on Sessions from Studio A.
nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you.
Do you have any shows coming up here in December or in early in the new year? Tell us what's coming up here for you in the next month or two here.
Well, we have a whole bunch of Christmas shows in December. We're still calling that show Dark Side of the Yule, but we do play most of the music that's on the new album, as well as the music that's on the Dark Side of the Yule album. And it's really popular. Most of the shows sell out. And we're kind of all over the Midwest. We're not just a local Chicago band. We have shows really all over. Oak Park, Valparaiso, Indiana, Hobart, Indiana. We're out in Galena, Illinois. The band is actually very popular out along the Mississippi. So they're all listed on our website, which is classicalblast.com, and all the ticket links are there too. So people can see what the shows are and what's a fit for them and get tickets that way.
Fantastic. classicalblast.com. Where can people pick up a copy if they want to get a physical copy of the new album?
Well, if they want a physical copy, they can order it from our website. It's right on the homepage, as well as the other albums. There are some record stores that will be carrying it. There's Tom Lounge's Record Bin in Hobart, Indiana, and possibly a few others. And then it'll be streaming on pretty much all digital outlets, or you could buy it on Amazon or Apple Music. So you won't have trouble finding it.
You can always come to our show and pick one up there.
Absolutely.
We'll sign it and everything for your friends. Christmas is right around the corner.
They're great.
We
stocking
have
stuffers,
actually
so.
already, we're doing pre-orders now, and we have had people buy 10. They bought one, and then they came back and bought for all their friends. So they're great stocking stuffers.
Yeah. Perfect gift for this holiday season.
You know, we're all extremely proud of what we did on this album.
Classical Blast, thank you so much for coming out again to Studio A and playing for us. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thanks again.
Thanks
Thanks for having us.
snug in their beds, while visions of shimmy bubbles dance in their heads. Hush, little baby, don't say a word, and never mind that noise you heard. It's just a beast under your bed, in your closet, in your hair. Exit light, and tonight, great of sail. Exit light, and tonight, take my hand, on to Never, Neverland. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Take my hand, off to Never, Neverland. Take my hand, off to Never, Neverland.
Classical Blast, ending this week's show with a little Tchaikovsky and Metallica. We've been hearing unique mashup arrangements from the band this past hour and songs from their new album, Whiter Shade of Winter. You can find that album streaming everywhere and out on the band's website, classicalblast.com. Also find more from them by following the band on Facebook and Instagram at Classical Blast. You can catch the band performing live on the final stretch of their Christmas tour going on now. They're in Galena, Illinois at Turner Hall on December 13th, Joliet at the Joliet Historical Museum Auditorium on December 20th, and just across the border in Hobart, Indiana on December 21st. You can find all those dates on the band's website. Once again, that's classicalblast.com. Outside of the holiday season, you can also hear them perform a Celtic set in the spring and their classic rock with a little Bach set in the summer, all featuring the band's unique mashup arrangements. Find behind-the-scenes video of the performance from this week's show over on WNIJ.org, along with this full episode and many other episodes of Sessions from Studio A. If you are in a local band and you'd like to be featured on our show, send us a submission with some music over to sessions@niu.edu. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Producers are yours truly, along with Mike Lundgren and Sam Knopsker. I'm Spencer Tritt, and thanks so much for joining me this week. Happy holidays, and I'll see you next time on another edition of Sessions from Studio A.
Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy.